Wow, it's Stephanie. Okay, so I want to thank Erica profusely for recommending this graded reader. It arrived last week. I brought it with me to work this week, and I was way too brain dead to even open it up. And I haven't actually used it yet, but I want to walk through what it has in it because I want to share this because it looks really cool. I'll have more of a review after I've used it. Hopefully this week while I'm on vacation in Taiwan. I hope to spend a little time at night using this and getting used to reading again. Oh my god, because in my ideal graded reader video, Erica sent me a message, sorry, hold on, a message on a different platform recommending this, and so I got it right away and haven't been able to use it. So again, it's Graded Chinese Reader 500 word. It's funny enough, by the Single Lingua folks who did the other graded reader where I was able to figure out the graded reader characteristics that I wanted. And I haven't been able to touch that all week either. So I'm not sure that I'm abandoning the old one yet. I might do both. I'm really not sure yet. But I did want to start exploring this one. Now the big difference in this is, okay, so blah, 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 blah. I want to show you one of the things. So guide to reading. Okay, I want to skip the intro. Here we go. So guide to reading. Okay, so at the beginning it does have, it is a compilation and it has a lovely picture and then guide to reading. So for each story that it has, it tells you about the story and then it goes into the story and look at this! It has the Hanzi and the pinyin together. And it still has, you know, vocabulary on the side here, which is nice. And then it came with this guy. And I knew instantly what this was because I almost made something like this. For the other one I was doing where I was writing in the pinyin, I was thinking of using a Post-it to cover up the pinyin to kind of test myself. You don't have to with this one. Oh, there's an interesting picture. Okay, so what you do is you can cover up, let me get it right first. You can either cover up the pinyin and just see the Hanzi, or you can cover up the Hanzi and just see the pinyin. Genius! Genius! Genius. And I'm glad that they color-coded it and it's not just white, although I suppose you could use it that way, but I like the fact that it sticks out so it guides you along. I have line issues with reading, always have, but never enough to get diagnosed as one kind of learning disorder kind of person. Okay. So yeah, so this one is this particular story is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. And that's it. And then it goes on to the next story. So they are relatively short. And because it's the Hanzi and the pinyin together, that is probably more like a 3-page story because, you know, each Hanzi and pinyin is kind of doubling the same meaning of, it's the same sentence twice, basically, right? So you have that. Then you have, and I don't actually have a CD player, so I'm going to have to see if my husband's computer has this, or see if I can download it online. So you have, just like the other one where I downloaded the audio online, I can probably do that for this too. So I'm going to check out and see if I can do that. And that'd be nice because then I can hear it as I'm listening to it and looking at the Hanzi and the pinyin. So this is sort of like my ideal reader come to life. Ask and you shall receive. And there's more. At the back, it has a glossary. Okay, and there was more, I think. Wow, it's a pretty big glossary. I want to say it's about 20 pages worth of a glossary. Oh, and then recommendations for other books, which, if this goes really well, I will be looking at. So I'm pretty excited. What I might do, because my bag is already really heavy and I have some back issues, I might actually tear out one story at a time and add this to it and maybe add the glossary, but honestly, I can use Pleco, I think. So we'll see. But I'm definitely not going to carry this around. It's not very big, but I have a lot of stuff in my bag. And I generally like carrying around my language learning journal, even if I haven't used it much in the past few weeks, because time anemia is a thing, people. It's been really crazy at work. So I want this to be the biggest thing in my bag. So if I carry 2 books together, then it's already turning into a backpack, and that's demotivating. That's the word. It's demotivating for me. So I'm excited. So this is a preview before I use it. If any of you have used this reader or something similar before for Chinese, please leave a comment below. I did get another recommendation for another graded reader, and I'll leave that in the comment section below. In case anybody's interested, they can look up that one too. I haven't had time to look it up. I've just saved it in my extremely big Gmail inbox at this point, but I'm super excited to have these different options. Again, I don't know if I'm going to completely abandon the other one or if I would do both of these at the same time. I'm really not sure, but I'm really happy to have these options, and I'm really glad that there are words out there, especially by the same people, because I like how they set up the other one. And I wonder why they did one book with the pinyin and the hanzi and one with just the hanzi. I really wonder. That's interesting. But I like how they do these books, and so I'm excited it's the same people because I feel like the quality is going to transfer over to these shorter readings. Also, I've been contemplating taking classes, and these folks that made these 2 books, the old one and the new one I just showed you, they teach at Jiaotong University, which is 1 metro stop away from me. So that and doing a little bit of research online, it sounds like they're one of the really reputable Chinese language learning programs. So I'm going to take a look at their program. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if it's part-time or full-time. I don't know how low in my work hours I really want to go, because I like not worrying about money, you know. But I have heard there are some scholarships or something available, but I don't know if I want to be a full-time student again. But maybe they have night classes, or I don't know, part-time classes or something. But judging from these materials, I feel pretty confident in checking out their classes. I am an absolute nightmare when it comes to being a language learning student because I taught language for so long, so my standards are really high. But I've been studying the language alone for so long that even if it's just more input and I get to meet people who are also studying, that might be enough for me to keep going in the class, because I'm a little lonely in my language learning right now. Anyway, so I'm excited that this is all kind of leading up to taking classes at that place. But we'll see. There's a lot that needs to happen before I do that. I have to go check out the program, I have to check out the prices, and I have to make sure it's not just one of those visa places where people get a visa, then they party all the time, because I don't really want that kind of program at this point in my life. And I have a feeling, since they're producing this kind of material, it's not that. But you never know until you check things out. So I'll probably go see if I can sit in on some classes or something. But their classes have to start up again. I think it's still summer break until 1st or 2nd week of September. So it's a process. And I wouldn't start until probably January anyway. So I've got a little bit of time. So, but the point is, thank you, Erica. And I'm looking forward to putting my hands all over the sucker when I'm in Taiwan this week. Will that confuse me because I'll be seeing traditional characters around me, and this is working with the simplified characters we use in mainland China? Don't care. There'll be enough overlap. There'll be enough overlap. Absolutely. All right, so thank you very much, and more soon. 再见.